finally, we have the two teams going into the final, Spain and England. What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. Hope you all are doing very well. And let's just talk about this final, and let's start with Spain. Now, for Spain, three games, they won all their games at the group stage. They got 9 points, they topped their group, and along the line, they went to the round of 16, they won their game, they knocked out Germany, and they knocked out France. And you can't say they don't deserve this. They fully deserve it. Beating out Germany, who were so good in this competition, and France as well. France were really not spectacular, but France were getting the job done. They were going over the line, but at the end of the day, they were not an easy side to beat. I think they were the team with the best defense in the competition. That's France, and Spain got the job done at the end of the day. So you can't say Spain didn't deserve to get to this final. And when you look at the team itself, Yamal, that boy, the potential is there. He will be a good player under the right system, under the right players, under the right team, provided with the right tools. Like everything, if he will be a great player. Yamal has really stepped up. You can't like for that age at 16 years old, playing at a high stage, like playing at that level, playing very matured. Because I've seen some something year old, they don't play the way he does, but he plays so well, and it comes with a lot of pressure. When the cameras are on, everyone is looking at you, expecting you to deliver and all that, and he has done so well. I think he has 1 goal and 3 assists so far in the competition. I think he has created the most chance as well for Spain, or even in the competition as well. But he has done so well in the competition, and you can't say he shouldn't be considered to be player of the tournament, or even maybe the young player of the tournament. Whichever one he gets, I don't think there should be a problem being the player of the tournament or the young player of the tournament. I don't think there should be a problem. He fully deserves any of that. That's how good he has played. Now, another player I can talk about again in that Spanish team that I feel he has been underrated, no one is really talking about him, is Fabian Ruiz, who I feel has done so well. Just the way Yamal is important to the Spanish team, Fabian has been very, very important to that team as well. But like I said in my previous video, sometimes it comes down to your PR, it comes down to the team you play for, and I guess Yamal has better PR than Fabian. And hey, it is what it is. It has nothing to do with Yamal. It is what it is. But Fabian has been so good in that midfield. He has been excellent, very, very good. One of the best players in this competition, and one of the best players in the Spanish team. That's how good Fabian has been. 2 goals, 2 assists is not easy. Honestly, it's not easy. And you have to talk about Rodri. Rodri, Mr. No Bad Game. Once in a while, he gets that slip off, but he keeps that midfield together. He knows when to press, when not to press. Like Rodri, complete. Complete. You can say Rodri is actually the best 6 right now in Europe, and also there are even talks about him being the player of the tournament as well, because he has been good as well. So Spain have players that have been excellent. Like for in that Spanish team right now, for me, if I'm to pick out who should be considered to be the player of the tournament, I'll say Fabian, Rodri, and Yamal for that Spanish team. Those 3 guys I feel have been very important. But you can't look away even the defense as well. The defenders have been good. Laporte, Carvajal, Cucurella, the goalkeeper as well. Spain have been excellent. Nico Williams as well. That boy also, he tried. He did his best. They even have the 2 best wingers in the competition. So Spain have been excellent. They've been very, very good in this competition. And I don't know if they even played any penalties. I don't know if they played penalty, like if they won any of their game on penalties. I think they won all their games on either extra time or 90 minutes. I don't think they went into penalties playing any team, and that's very good for them. That's very, very, very good from them. And it's just funny how it's no more the Spain of 2010, if I'm guessing, that era where it was tiki-taka. This is pure direct football. That's what they play, direct football. So it's just crazy that they didn't use that same system, and they are just playing very direct, and it's very, very good to watch, very entertaining to watch. So kudos to them. Of course, going into this final, they'll be considered favorites, because look at every metric, they're up there in terms of chances created, in terms of goals scored, every attacking metric, Spain is up there. And yes, they are favorites because of how good they've been. Now let's talk about England. When England started, there was a lot of criticism in terms of how they play. They were not very attacking. They topped their group. If I'm guessing, was it with 4 points or so? They topped their group, but the football was not very very good looking. It wasn't entertaining, just like Spain, and there was a lot of criticism on Gary Southgate and all that. People wanted him to attack, that they were not really attacking well. But for me, I never fell into that camp of criticizing Gary Southgate. Honestly, if you can check my previous video, because I've always said, one, to me, the way I say it, British football. What is British football? I said British football is, if I'm to recall, British football for me is the proper like teams that play British football are the likes of Luton Town, the way David Moyes plays, all these other guys, low block, hit the team on the counter, or try to get the ball inside the box. You have a big man, you have big defenders, and yes, the football wasn't very entertaining, but that style of play suits international competition, honestly. And because there are very, very few games, it's not sustainable when you bring that style of play to like the Premier League. It's not very sustainable, of course. But in an international competition where there are very few games, honestly, it's doable because you just have to beat the team or maybe draw a game. You go into extra time, you make it difficult, and you go into penalties and you knock them out. But despite that, as the competition went on, he made changes. He brought in Kobe Mainoo to the midfield. And ever since Kobe Mainoo came into that midfield, who has been one of England's best players as well, ever since he came into that midfield, there was a difference. They started playing much better in the midfield, but it wasn't really attacking as compared to like maybe Germany and Spain. But England, they got the job done. They really got the job done. When they were playing, when they played, was it Slovakia in the round of 16, if I'm to record, they considered first, and also now they came back into the game and won the game. Was it that game they won on extra time, if I'm to recall? Yeah, they won the game on extra time 2-1 against Switzerland. They considered first, and also they got back into the game and won the game 2-1. I'm sorry, they won the game on penalties. Now against, who did they even play? Netherlands. They considered first in the semi-finals, and they got back into the game and they won the game 2-1. So England should not be overlooked. England should not be overlooked. I don't think Spain will find this very easy. England will make it very difficult for them. And you can't overlook a team that have done back-to-back finals. You can't actually underrate them. You can't overlook them. They might not be very attacking like Spain and all that, playing very good attacking football, but they have good players. Bukayo Saka has done well in this competition. Jude has done well in this competition. Declan Rice has done well in this competition. McGay has done well in the competition. Kobe Mainoo has done well in the competition. Harry Kane, all right, but still you can't underrate them because they have good players. For me, if I'm to say my two best players in the English teams are Declan Rice and McGay. Those are the two guys that have actually really impressed me. The other guys have done well, but for me, Declan Rice and McGay, I feel Declan Rice has been really overlooked in this competition. And in that England team, for me, I think he has been the best player in that English team. It's between him and McGay. But Declan Rice has been excellent. He has been very, very solid. Kobe Mainoo up there, but for me, Declan Rice. But still, you can't overlook them. You really, really can't overlook them or underrate them. You can't say, oh, because of the negative style of football they play, Spain will find it very easy. No, they won't find it easy because England, they can concede, but in the past, we've seen they've been able to get back into the game, and they can make it very difficult for Spain and take them to the to extra time and to penalties. And if you see how they play their penalties, they have very good penalty takers. Declan Rice is Bukayo Saka is very good at taking penalties. Harry Kane is good. Trent is good. Kopama is good. Ivan Toney is good. So they have very good penalty takers, and it's 90 minutes. It's one game. So Spain will have to be very, very careful because they can be attacking, and England might absorb that pressure and hit them on the counter. And credit to Gareth Southgate, despite the criticism, he has been able to to carry the team to the final. Credit to that guy. Honestly, substitutions, some of his decision makings were actually good. When he brought in Ivan Toney, I remembered he changed the game. It was the header that brought. I've forgotten the team that brought. It was his when he headed that brought a goal. Was it the second goal for that? I've forgotten the team they played, but Ivan Toney had a very, very big impact when he brought him on. Same thing now for Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins came in and scored the winning goal for Netherlands. So credit to Gareth Southgate. Despite all the criticism about the football he has played and all that, he still delivered because, honestly, like I said, English football is what suits. For me, I feel English football suits international competition. Absorb the pressure, make it very boring, make it very negative, make it one goal, and just kill the game off. Kill the game off. And you can't say England don't deserve to get to this. You can't say England don't deserve to get to this final. They fully deserve to get to the final. Yes, the penalty against Netherlands, to me, it wasn't a penalty. But, well, despite that, they were still the better team. They were still the better team against Netherlands. They still played better than Netherlands, and they fully deserve to go to the final. Now, with Spain, with England, can England win Spain? Yes, they can. Can Spain win England? Of course, Spain can do it. Honestly, Spain can do it. Who will actually go on to win this? Honestly, it's a very difficult one. It's a very, very difficult one. But if I'm to predict or if I'm to give my prediction who is going to win this, everyone is saying Spain. Yeah, Spain are favorite. Spain are favorite. But the reason why I'll be going with England is I just feel they can't go to back-to-back finals and lose. Like it would be it would be so somehow for England to go back-to-back final and lose. It would be so somehow for England to go back-to-back final and lose. I just feel without just the mere fact they had that experience in the last Euro, they must have learnt and they should be able to get over the line now. Able to get over the line. It's just crazy that I think in as much as Spain has been the team I've been supporting in this competition, but I just feel England might just edge it. I feel England might edge it, and I think England will be the one to go through. But hey, let me know what you guys think. If you feel Spain will go through, we win England, sure. At the end of the day, it's football. But to me, I think I will give it to England, just with that fact that they were in the last final, and this final they might decide to step up and make it like their style of play might Spain might find it difficult for their style of play, and they might just edge it maybe by penalties or just one lucky goal and they're over the line. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who we go through for this final, Spain or England, and I'm sticking with England. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.